know this video was supposed to be live, but in my area, I am in Southwest Georgia, specifically Albany, Georgia, and by the time it is airtime here, 6:45, we are supposed to be experiencing some bad weather. Hurricane Irma has its eye on Albany, Georgia. So I did not want to neglect coming on and doing this video, so I am doing it now. It's about 11:16 my time. I have gone to church and I am home. I've brought my patio furniture inside so I don't have to go look for it later on. I'm good. I'm good. I'm pretty much just waiting. So I decided as I wait and as I enjoy the rest of my day to go ahead and do this video now, and I'll just post it at the 6:45 time, and then you guys on your end can watch it, as you get a chance and whenever time affords you to do the video. So I may go ahead and just pre-record the videos, because that way I can just sit down and get them done, and I won't necessarily have to occupy myself with doing it throughout the week. So this may be something that I do on a more regular basis, because I am kind of feeling just getting on, talking, and then posting, because I think it'll help me kind of stay on track a little bit better, and then also it'll free up some time for me, and I'm not, sometimes I have to wait on 6:45 to get here. Like, my day is done, I've cooked, I've cleaned, I prepared for the week, I prepared for the next day of work, and I'm just like literally sitting waiting until whatever time I told you guys that I was going to come on. So I may go ahead and just start pre-recording these videos, because I can sit down and just do a slew of them at one time, as I so see fit, and get them out the way. Like, I can, like, because the series are already done most of the time. By the time I come to you guys, I've already mapped out, what the series title is, how many parts does it have, what am I supposed to say during each part, and that comes from me doing the research phase of whatever the topic is. So series 4, this is series 4, called Understanding English Grammar, and this is part 1, named after the same, Understanding English Grammar. And I want to just share with us how much we already bring to the table about English and grammatical structure and how grammar works and what grammar is. We already know a lot of the things we think we struggle with. I know most of us at this point now, the adults and even the teachers and students that may see this, grammar. Grammar is in us. We already know it. So you may be asking yourself, so why do I have to learn it if I already know it? What we know is a subconsciousness. So we use subject-verb agreement. We speak sentences in a specific order just based off of the fact that we are native speakers of the English language. We learn grammar so that we are more conscious of the use of grammar and how grammar works. So let me give you an example of what I'm saying. You've ever been writing a sentence and in your mind you pause and you think a comma should go here, or you think you should end this with a question mark, or you think you can possibly put a colon or a semicolon here, but you're not quite sure. That's why we learn the English language, so that you can be 100% sure of your grammatical structure and why different things go here instead of over there, and so on and so forth. So that's the basis of this particular part. I just want to let you know how much grammar you already know and why you are able to come to the table with so much knowledge of grammar. And this may take some of the weight of actually learning grammar off of you, because it should be like, oh, I knew that. You've ever been sitting in class and the teacher is talking and you've heard the information before and you're like, that's right, I knew that. That makes sense. That's how grammar is. We should come to the table when a teacher is teaching us grammar. We should just be able to say, yep, that's right, that makes sense, because we're already subconscious users of grammar and sentence structure and those kinds of things. So that's what this particular video is about. I don't think the whole series is about that. I know there's a part about English and how it relates to the world we'll get into. And I can't remember the last 2 parts. I know those are the first 2 parts because those are the ads I've created. I don't know if I've started creating the advertisements for the 3rd and 4th parts as of yet. So they're not as fresh on my mind as those 2 are. But I did post a picture of the different parts of this particular series on Facebook. If you guys want, if you're watching this via YouTube and you want to look it up on Facebook, the information is there. Remember, we are Right On Consulting Agency. Guys, I have LLC'd the business. Yay, I've been doing a lot. That's why you have not seen me coming live on various videos, because I really have been busy. I've been creating new material, researching new material. I've been doing some traveling. Right On has gone to Johns Hopkins. I have been doing a whole bunch. So just know, if you don't see me live and on camera, I'm still working on the business. I've been tutoring. I have a new partner. I have partners. I've been doing a lot. So I'm not just chilling, doing nothing when you guys don't see me. I really am still putting my hands to the business and just getting things done. And I've learned over time that to do the live videos every week, 2 times a week, a full version on Sundays, and I was coming on Wednesdays doing another version, and then having to repost. And of course, I'm posting ads in between time, and if you guys have comments, I'm commenting and all of those types of things. And God, it just takes energy. So for sure, I know I won't be coming on every week. I'll do a series, take a break, plan, regroup, research, do another series, so on and so forth, and kind of keep a rotation of touring, if you will. An idea my boss gave me to do like tours. He was just letting me know, hey, artists aren't always on tour. They're in the studio, they're creating new material, they're writing new songs, this, that, and the other. So when you don't see me, that's what I'm doing. I am in the Right On Consulting Agency studio, researching, revamping, growing the business. The business is growing in its own way. I've traveled this year, which was awesome, and it's just been a really, really good year. So when you don't see me on, know that I am not somewhere, not worried about Right On. I am still working on the business and just getting some things done. So with that being said, let's get into series 4, part 1, called Understanding English Grammar. And so I was reading a book, and I was just really, really impressed by the content of the book. And I brought the book home because it's a book I got at work, and I don't have it here, and I don't want to leave the camera to go get it. So I may post a picture of the book later, because this is really where I got a lot of the content from. I'm really just verbalizing the content that is in the book. So I will probably post a picture or something of the book so that you guys can see it. But the more I started reading the material in the particular book, the more I was like, hey, I need to do a series on this, because so many times we are intimidated by grammar. We think it's this big monster, and it is an elephant in the room, because a lot of times we don't use some of the grammar rules correctly. Even though what I'm about to tell you may contradict that, we're subconscious users of grammar. That means it's in us to know the grammar rules. It's in us to use them properly, but we have a subconsciousness of them, and we're not conscious. So because we're not conscious of the rules, then a lot of the times we don't use them appropriately, because over time we have not practically applied like what we already know, and so we lose it, if that makes sense.